Hello, ladies and gents. Welcome to my channel, Nita's Colada 7 in 1. My name is Trixie. Now, normally, for those of you that are new to my channel, I'm going to be doing a video on octopus spirits and marine demons. I started doing this type of research because, unfortunately, I don't practice witchcraft. I don't do voodoo. I don't do hoodoo. I don't believe in, making any agreements with any witches, warlocks, wizards, demons, blood sacrifices. I don't do any of that. The most anybody know me for is reading energy. I wanted to raise awareness on this subject is because a lot of people know about witchcraft but doesn't really know the in-depths of sorcery, witchcraft, voodoo, and things like that. Now, I don't practice none of this, but I did some research and I wanted to bring it to a forefront because it's hard when you are trying to get deliverance and you're being attacked. Sometimes when you're being spiritually attacked, one of the things I learned, and I'm very thankful to my godmother, she sent me a video, and even the pastors of today's modern society in 2023 is saying it. It's good to do research because you need to know how your opponent fight. I don't condone practicing witchcraft, hoodoo, voodoo on anybody. But if you can identify the attack or the symptoms of an attack, that will be able to help along with calling on God to get deliverance from these symptoms. The reason why I wanted to share this is because I didn't know nothing about octopus spirits or marine demons. And what I did was I did some research and I said, you know what? I didn't even know that witches can use water demons. Water demons, like, entities would be like the octopus, a squid, a jellyfish. You understand what I'm saying? And when you hear the word witchcraft, you automatically think herbs, spices, and spells. Now, for some of you out here, you may be aware of it, but there's a lot of people out here that is not aware of witchcraft. People using octopus and fish as a way to bind you, to do voodoo on you, and to control you. I wanted to share the symptoms of the octopus spirit because what I did was I did the research, and I'm going to put it into how I gathered it up. One of the things we know is that we got witches that do witchcraft using water demons and using land, soil, trees, leaves, and herbs. Symptoms of the octopus spirit consist of the mind going blank, mental confusion, a brain fog, loss of identity, loss of purpose, become of mental confusion. So loss of identity would be like in an area where you're supposed to have a natural desire and things like that. You're in balance. Another thing that happens is shortness of breath. So people that are using octopus and jellyfish and squid as a way to do rituals on people, because you know what sucks when you go to the doctor and you don't suffer with shortness of breath. He checks your lungs, he checks your heart, and they say you're absolutely fine. Another symptoms are blurred vision. So what happens is, the way it got described to me, now I'm putting this into my own words, you guys, I would highly recommend you look up octopus spirits and marine demons. I would say please look this up because marine demons fall in using like water creatures in order to practice witchcraft. So that could be someone using, like I said, a jellyfish, a squid. And see, in the spiritual world that we live in, you won't physically see that, but you will spiritually feel the symptoms of that. Another symptom of octopus spirits attacks is choking. It feels like something is choking you. Now, what goes on is that an octopus has about 8 tentacles, like 8 arms. And if you don't kill it at the head and you cut off one of the arms grow right back. Another symptom of octopus symptoms is pressure on the back of your neck and head, the front of your head as well. So for some of you out here, some of us is aware and some of us is not aware. So this video would be addressing people that if you're not aware of this, I would say start taking this into consideration, because We got witches that are using ocean creatures in order to do rituals and binding spells, in order to control, in order to cause problems, in order to, you understand what I'm saying? Make your life a living hell. You understand what I'm saying? Because the sad part is that it's like, it would be considered like a how to say it, water demons. That's the best simple terminology I'm gonna use here. Another thing that the octopus spirit does, you understand what I'm saying? Along with the choking, the shortness of breath, it has consistent negative thoughts. So think about it, big ass octopus. So let's say somebody went into the ocean or was able to go somewhere where they sell live octopus. Take this octopus and bind something of yours, a picture, anything. It causes consistent negative thoughts. You understand what I'm saying? It causes migraines, mild depression. You understand what I'm saying? One of the things that the octopus spirit do, it repeats themselves. Keeps you blocked. You understand what I'm saying? Now, you will feel these spiritual symptoms as you are being spiritually attacked. And the crazy part is that you would never think somebody would use such a thing as a octopus or a squid or a jellyfish. Now, one of the things I would say is that the squid, anyone that's using a squid is to irritate you, make you irritable. So whatever witch is using a squid in order to send spiritual attacks towards you, in order to bind you, to irritate you. You understand what I'm saying? Because you're going to spiritually feel this. The jellyfish inflicts pain. So any witch that is using a jellyfish or using the blood of a jellyfish, any part of the jellyfish that they are obtaining, is to inflict pain on you. And that's a way to send spiritual attacks using an octopus, a jellyfish, or a squid. Most people, sorry to say, in the world that we live in, would not understand that we have witches, warlocks, wizards. We got people out here using marine demons. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like ocean creatures when you start talking about marine demons. And the sad part is you will also feel overworked. You'll have rage, and all of a sudden this outburst of anger, and you'll be looking like, where the fuck this is coming from? Pardon me, I don't mean to curse, but I'm being so honest because it's sad. One of the things I recommend to anybody, that when you are under spiritual attack, it's hard to fight anything if you don't know what you fighting, what's going on, or if you don't keep track of the behavior, or if you can't identify what's going on. Now, for some of you out here, we got witches using land resources and water resources. So it'd be like water demons, land demons. You understand what I'm saying? And what usually happens is that if you are not aware of what's going on, like for some of you out here, you might be wondering, why am I having dreams about water? Why am I having a dream that something is underwater? This is a practitioner or a magician of some kind that is using a water creature in a ritual with a picture of something of yours, and binded you and sent something to you in order to cause a major disruption or delay in your life. You understand what I'm saying? Most people are not thinking or not looking into the depths of that. You understand what I'm saying? Because the sad part is that you go to the doctor, there's nothing wrong with you. So now that's another confirmation you're under spiritual attack. And I'm going to share this with you. Most people are quick to say, especially heavily faith old Christians, the broom is a problem, the broom is a portal, the mirror is a portal. We have a lot of people using God and religion as a way to manipulate and brainwash people to make them believe that spiritual attacks or spiritual warfare, we don't got witches out here sending demons or doing binding rituals or blood sacrifices in order to send evil, malicious things. Because see, most people wouldn't believe it until it happens to them. Straight up. So I would highly recommend that for some of you out here that are going through certain things, don't let nobody sit up there and tell you, oh, it's the broom you got in your house, it's the mirror. Oh, you see them cards that's a portal. And anybody could say, so what about the person that they don't have no cars, they don't even have no spiritual items in their house, and they're getting attacked? Because one of the things that witches is doing in order to control somebody, an octopus is a strong damn ocean creature, straight up. It's a way to manipulate the brain and cause problems. And the sad part is that it's like meant to make you look crazy. So imagine that somebody put something on you. Imagine that a voodoo priest and a witch got together and put water demons on you, did voodoo on you to make you look crazy, and sent a spirit to possess you in order to ruin your life. Because we got people that are doing this, and it's happening all around the world. And what I highly recommend is that if you could journal your spiritual attacks, a journal where you feeling pain, and journal whatever control or attacks that you are going through from head to toe on any level. I would highly recommend you keep track of it, because a lot of people nowadays, sorry to say, they're not speaking on this. And we have too many people, especially ministries, pastors, because see, I love God. But ain't no way in the world you going to sit up there and say a person that's not doing nothing, because we got innocent people that are getting spiritually attacked, that are going through changes, and you don't understand why. So I wanted to share this because I'm somebody where, like, I love God very much. I didn't know we had water demons. I didn't know we had witches out there, because, see, I don't practice that stuff. So when you're somebody not practicing that stuff and you really doing what's right for you and you got pure intentions, best believe the broom, the mirror, or card, that ain't bringing that in there. You understand what I'm saying? So for some of you out here, I wanted you to be aware of this, and I want you to feel comfortable being able to express if you need help. Because the sad part is, I said once I researched it, I'm going to share it with everybody on my channel. I don't idolize dolls, statues. I don't worship saints. Because for some of you out here, somebody would try to say, oh, that decoration in your house. And it's like, whoa, what? And this is a way to manipulate you so you won't have nothing. You understand what I'm saying? This could be something that was passed on to you, but it was a way in order to manipulate you and try to, like, conform you and do things to you. And we got witches, warlocks. We got people that are doing these things from all cultures, from all over the world. So imagine you got somebody in Aruba, using an Aruba octopus on your ass, binded you to it, took your picture off of social media. You understand what I'm saying? To send these heavy, strong spiritual attacks. The same way we got people that practice sorcery and black magic. And all you got to do is go on Amazon to buy the damn book. And it's very hard. Like, it's easy to find how to send and do something. It's hard to find how to reverse something and to really get something the hell up off you. Because another thing that they don't mention is that you're going to feel a vibration, or sometimes if a witch is real powerful, they'll try to cause you to have an out-of-body experience. So you got to ask God and Jesus and keep praying, because most pastors and ministries is not built to stop no witch, sorry to say, or no heavy black magic. Let's keep it real here. You understand what I'm saying? And it sucks when you've been fasting, you've been praying, you've been changing your life, and you still got something attacking you against your will, causing you imbalances, making your life a living hell, and then it's like you got a hard time getting rid of it. You understand what I'm saying? Something you didn't even do, you didn't invite. You understand? Because people like to say, oh, it's the object you brought, it's this and that. It's like, nah, that's bullshit. That's a way to manipulate you, to get you to believe, to try to live how the witch, whatever the witch or the voodoo priest sent to you, is try to get you to conform to their fucking way of living. Because if that was the case, for me, I'm an energy reader. Every energy reader on YouTube would be going through something. Every energy reader would have had to throw out all their stuff or be possessed. Every energy reader's not going through that. So for some of you out here, the way a young man in South Carolina told me is that, you know, we got people that's practicing familiar magic, sorcery. You understand what I'm saying? And most of these churches all throughout the United States, it's not built. And especially if you're dealing with black magic in international places like Yemen, Peru, Colombia, Japan, Jamaica, Polish. You understand what I'm saying? Egypt, Africa. You got a problem. You understand? And it's hard because it's like, it's not easy. In the Bible, you know, they give you subliminals about an octopus spirit and a marine demon. I'm not telling you that up front. You understand? Because if I can keep you, let me tell you something. Most religious people now in 2023, not all of them, because not every pastor and every ministry is looking to get over, but most of them nowadays, if they could keep you in a psychological bind to believe, well, do this and do that, and they're taking the word from the Bible and translating into what their meaning is, their interpretation, and trying to conform you and telling you if you do this and do that, this is the way. And it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Are you trying to spread the word of God, or are you trying to use it to manipulate people in order to get your offerings and to get people to feel secure? Because, see, it's hard to find leaders. It's easy to get followers. And I highly recommend anybody to always have your own personal relationship with God. Never turn on God, no matter what you're facing, no matter what you're going through. But in spiritual warfare, and I'm very thankful to my godmother because she sent me this video and it made sense. Study how your opponent fights. Meaning, like, study the attacks that you are going through and what's going on. Because for some of you out here, we got people practicing heavy magic, black magic, root work, juju. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to share with you. Ain't nobody going to look you in your face and tell you, oh, I'm a witch. I'm practicing evil stuff. I'm working with demons. Ain't nobody going to do that. So I wanted you guys to be aware of this, because for some of you out here, we got some evil people that's putting in overtime, overworking themselves, and causing a lot of imbalances. You understand what I'm saying? And the sad part is that I ran down the symptoms, and I'm going to run them down again, so that way you can understand, because most people ain't familiar with that. If you never heard of a marine demon, you wouldn't even know nothing about that, or an octopus spirit. Very few in spiritual warfare know what that is. The same way we got incubus and succubus. You understand what I'm saying? And the sad part is, nobody ain't gonna believe that a incubus, a succubus, an octopus spirit, or a marine demon attacked your ass. Very rare. You understand what I'm saying? It's like people believe in God and everything else, but it's hard to believe, hey, there's some demons that came out of nowhere, or some demons got sent to somebody, to their home or to their house, and cause a major disruption in the situation. And the sad part is, I would say, always call on God. Because the crazy part is, we got people on YouTube that are describing things, laying down symptoms, and it's like, I'm the kind of person like this, even down to demonic possession, spiritual possession, demon possession, whatever you want to call it. Anybody could say, if I look at somebody's track record back then, and you know who said this? His name is Mike Sorrell. I can't pronounce his last name, but he is somebody that talks about demons, the symptom of demons, and what's going on. And I would highly say, after you tune in with me, tune in with him, because we got people on YouTube and out in the world that are really speaking on these things, because more people need to be aware. By the way, please like, share, and subscribe, and comment if you have, any add-ons or suggestions you would like to add. Please keep the comments, within the community YouTube guidelines. But one of the things I'm going to say is that it's easy to know what's going on. It's hard to find books to reverse something that has been sent to you against your will. Very hard. You understand? And the sad part is, it is so easy for people to go on Amazon and to buy things and to do things and send them towards you and cause imbalances and disruptions and try to make you look crazy. And it's like, you're not crazy, because all you got to do is start cross-referencing. Start looking at other people. Then what you do is you can talk to other churches. Because what I did was, I didn't just rely on YouTube. I went out there in the world and I reached out to the Roman Catholic Church, the Jewish Church, the Mormon Church. I reached out because I wanted to make sure that if I'm going to start saying something or speaking on something, I covered all ground and all area. Because people are quick to say, oh, you got mental problems. Oh, you got issues. And it's like, no, you don't. You really got spiritually attacked. And the sad part is, ain't no tarot cards, brooms, mirrors, because people are quick to say that, oh, tarot cards was a portal, you drinking was a portal, the mirror was a portal, the broom was a portal, and anybody could say, whoa, hold up. So what about after you got rid of all of that, and then you still got spiritually attacked? You did your fasting, you went to the church, you changed your life, and you still getting spiritually attacked or spiritually going through demonic possession? You understand what I'm saying? So I'm gonna run down the octopus symptoms, the spirit of the octopus symptoms and attacks. So that way, for some of you out here, if you're not aware, we got witches out here using water, ocean creatures to do witchcraft on people. You understand what I'm saying? And the sad part is nobody would believe that. And if you don't, you can go to a website called www.gotquestions.org. It's a website for questions. Because one of the things I'm doing is, even though I read energy and I always praise God first, I don't know the future. I do not claim to be psychic. I do not use reading energy to try to contact the dead. Because see, most people sit up there that say a lot of things or use things against you, or doing that to trying to ruin you out of jealousy, out of envy. But I'm going to put the link, the website to this, because I've been looking up how to reverse witchcraft rituals, voodoo rituals, sorcery rituals, black magic rituals, witchcraft spell rituals, hexes and curses rituals, malediction spells, Santa Mucho rituals, and pentagram rituals, because we got people that are using octopus spirits, marine demons, doing a lot of stuff to people, and it's like, it's hard to find a way to reverse it. I will always say call on God and don't lose faith, because sometimes you'll go somewhere thinking you're going to get deliverance, and whoever's supposed to be giving the deliverance don't even have experience in removing incubus, succubus, witchcraft attacks, removing demons, demonic possession. You understand? And now in 2023, it's hard to find people that perform an exorcism. You understand? But the octopus spirit symptoms and attacks are, I'm going to run it down again so you can be aware. So that way, if you are trying to identify behavior or find out something, you won't be limited in your thinking. Because see, when you hear witchcraft, you automatically think demons and spells. You ain't thinking about no ocean. Do you know when I found this out? I said, I'm telling everybody. You understand what I'm saying? Because the sad part is that we got innocent people that are getting spiritually attacked, and you be looking like, oh, snap. And candles and black magic, and we got people doing blood sacrifices and rituals. But when I found out about this, I said, okay, cool. Let me share this just in case if there is any witches, warlocks, Satanist people that, don't love God. Because see, I love God. Always. I love him. And I've been through a lot. I'm going through my own spiritual attacks every day. Because no matter how bad I get spiritually attacked, no matter how much I go through something, you cannot get me to turn on God, or you cannot sit there and manipulate me. Because what goes on is that with an octopus spirit, they'll turn around, and it's to control you, it's to possess you, it's to cause. When I found out these symptoms, I said it made a little bit sense. You understand what I'm saying? Because I would have never think somebody would take a picture or the blood or the eyes of an octopus and do a ritual in order to send some heavy, dark magic at you. You understand what I'm saying? Or using a squid or a jellyfish in order to do things to you. So I'm going to run down these symptoms of the octopus spirit and the attacks. Brain fog, mental confusion, the mind goes blank. So your mind just draw a blank. You might look like you're in a trance state of mind. Mild depression, headaches. And the sad part is that I would highly recommend that if you're getting spiritually attacked, go to the doctor and get blood work and paperwork done. So that way, if you are trying to get deliverance, you got everything you need in order to back up what it is that you're saying. Because most people would say, oh, there's an issue, there's a problem. And I would say, if you got to go to your physical doctor, get blood work, and get cleared by a therapist, get cleared by 2 of them. Because that's what I had did. You understand what I'm saying? So that way it's like, okay, you now can't sit up there and, say, oh, that person mentally crazy. Oh, that person got issues. It's like, no, that's not what's going on. So I will highly recommend you get your paperwork. So that way, whatever pastor, preach, ministry, whoever you go to, you can clear like, oh, this is not a mental problem. Oh, this is not a physical problem. This is a spiritual problem and I need some damn help. Because it sucks when you are reading the Bible and ain't that God's word does not work, but it needs reinforcement. You understand? And it's hard to find people that have real authority. It's hard, especially in 2023, the economy that we live in. We got people that are taking advantage of people that are getting spiritually attacked, that are going through things. You understand what I'm saying? So let me get back to these symptoms. Let me start over. Brain fog, mental confusion, the mind goes blank, mild depression, headaches, migraines, loss of identity, lost love, purpose. So you might feel like you don't have a purpose, or whatever purpose you did love, you don't love it because of the mental confusion. Consistent bombarding negative thoughts, pressure on the back of your neck, your head, and the front of your head as well. Blurred vision, shortness of breath, choking. Those are symptoms of the octopus spirit, the marine demon. And the sad part is, you wouldn't even think of that. People, the witches that are using that squid spirit is to irritate you. So if anybody using the blood of a squid, the eyes of a squid to do rituals, that's to irritate you, make you irritable, make you angry, make you frustrated. You understand what I'm saying? The jelly fish ritual that witches are using is to inflict pain. So now someone, if you ever really go to the ocean and you ever, I guess, got bit or hit by a jellyfish, it does cause pain. But we got witches out here using, these would be considered water demons, because you have a practitioner that are taking these water creatures in order to invoke the voodoo, the black magic, the demonic possession, or made some type of agreement with whatever book or whatever it is that they brought in order to do so. For some of you out here, somebody could have got a book and the book telling them you need a squid or a jellyfish in order to get something done, or like the arms or the head of an octopus. You understand what I'm saying? Because octopus spirits repeat themselves. They're going to make you repeat yourself. So if you find yourself in a repetitive damn frame of mind, that's not even you. And that's being spiritually attacked, because you're not going to see that. You're going to spiritually feel it. You understand what I'm saying? And that is horrible. You understand? And with an octopus, witchcraft can control a person's mind and body. It sits on the top. Let me share this with you. Anybody using an octopus spirit is on the top of a person's brain. So now you feeling this pressure here, in the back of here, in the back of here, in the back of your neck, and you be looking like, oh, snap. What the fuck is this? Straight up. The same way we got incubus and succubus demons. You understand what I'm saying? We got witches out here using octopus as a way to control a person's mind and body. You understand? And this is really going on. And the sad part is, there's a man in St. Vincent, and his name is Jason, and he run a ministry, and he talk about how people build altars by the ocean, evil altars. You understand? Take somebody's picture, put it in the ocean, but using the ocean creatures to do blood sacrifices and rituals in order to try to invoke them, send voodoo, send evil towards them, to cause imbalances and stuff like that. And you be looking like, oh, shit. That's hard to live with. You understand? You may feel overworked. You may have dreams about water and rage and anger. outbursts of rage and anger, and you be looking like anybody can look and say, if they look at your life, the track record of your life, they be looking like that person normally don't act like that. What's going on with them? So I would highly recommend that if you around somebody and you notice some suspicious behavior, take note of it. So that way you know. And I will also recommend you go to the doctor and get paperwork and keep your medical records, because a lot of people are not built to deal with spiritual attacks and spirituality. You understand? And definitely study the behavior. Because ain't nobody going to tell you to your face, hey, I'm a witch. I'm a Satanist. I practice this. Ain't nobody going to tell you to your face, they a damn magician. You understand what I'm saying? And that's horrible. And I don't condone that. I don't promote that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody gonna tell you to your face. And we got people that, you can have people that practice things in your family, they family, who you dating and who you with. And see, that's why you should always love God, no matter what. You understand? Because one of the things that goes on is a spiritual warfare is try to pull you away from God. Try to get you to make you believe, oh, God ain't there. God ain't doing nothing. God is there, whether you know it or not. Because God got a way of working miracles. God got a way of showing. It's not gonna always be words. Maybe words through instruments of people. Well, God will really demonstrate His power. You have to stay patient. You have to stay focused and stay humble with Him. Because I'm shares with you, some of them spiritual attacks can make people want to kill themselves. Make you want to go off the edge. Make you want to run out there and do all kind of stuff. And you got to stay strong. So I would highly recommend, for those of you that might be dealing with this or going through any changes or being attacked spiritually, please don't be afraid to reach out. I'll put my email in the description box. I do not charge for support or help. I don't. Because a lot of people are very uncomfortable talking about this. And I would say, please still go to your local churches, because I don't offer deliverance services. I wanted to raise awareness on the topic and on the subject, so that way if you're getting spiritually attacked, along with trying to find a demonologist, because we got people that study demonology. They study the behaviors of demons, witches, warlocks, and they could tell you what somebody sent or what they use to send towards you to cause the imbalances. If you can give an in-depth description of the attacks, what's going on, what are you feeling, you understand what I'm saying? But I will always recommend God first, and to definitely have faith in Him. You understand what I'm saying? But please don't be afraid to speak out about this type of stuff, because we got people out here that are doing this to people, and people are really dying. People are really going crazy. People are really jumping out the window. People are really losing stuff, going through changes, losing their mind. And you be looking like, yo, this person ain't got a track record of that lifestyle. They've been cleared by a therapist and a doctor. What the hell is going on? So that's what makes things real complicated. That's why I'm saying that for those of you that feel like you need spiritual support, I would highly recommend that you try to get friends, have somebody there with you on a consistent basis in order to help you, to support you, not take advantage of you, not play you, but to definitely be there with you when you, if you can, when you're going through these spiritual attacks. Because if you're going through spiritual attacks or going through demonic possession, or you got demons attacking you, or going through something that's unexplainable, I would highly recommend that you reach out and definitely try to build a networking connection where you have support. Because I believe anybody going through this, your ass needs support. You understand what I'm saying? And don't let nobody tell you that your broom, your mirror, your cards, like I'm telling you, you got people up there that done threw out their whole lives. And I'm this kind of person, and this is just who I am. If it was really that deep, everybody in the energy spiritual nation would have been forced or would have been possessed. So I would highly recommend that you keep track of what thoughts is yours and not yours, and what energy is yours and not yours. I will also highly recommend that you read Psalms and that you sage and cleanse your energy. Or if you don't want to burn sage, you could burn frankincense and myrrh oil. Or if you want to just put holy water around in your house, I highly recommend this, because the sad part is that we got pastors, ministries that they don't know. So if you can't talk to somebody that's a little bit more up to date about this, it's not that you won't get deliverance, but you won't get the deliverance that you need in order to be set free. You understand what I'm saying? So this is why I want you guys to know about this, because I said when I found out about it, I'm telling everybody on my channel. You understand what I'm saying? Whether you subscribe or don't subscribe, I want you to have this knowledge, because kids are getting spiritually attacked. Elders are getting spiritually attacked. People are getting spiritually attacked, and it's like, all you got to do, the same way we got documentaries on this type of stuff. And see, most people don't believe it until it happens. That's why I recommend that you get cleared by your therapist. Please go to the doctor, and definitely always stay with God. You understand what I'm saying? Take care of your responsibilities and keep a Bible with you at all times. Always call on God, because God got a way of doing miracles, and he will definitely, him and Jesus Christ will get together and help you. They will. It may take a little time, but stay patient. It will work out. You understand what I'm saying? But I want y'all to know that there is support out there, or anybody that tuned into my channel and you knew, like I said, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment, because if you have any advice, or if you want to share your experience in the comment, you're more than welcome. Just follow the YouTube community guidelines, because there are people that are suffering and living in isolation. It's like, you can't find the witch that did this to you. You understand what I'm saying? You don't know who you was around that could have had witches in their family, or had somebody send something towards you or do something towards you to cause imbalances. And I'm the kind of person, when I find out, I'm telling the whole world, because most people are not aware that we got people in other countries like they doing this stuff, ruining people's lives, causing imbalances. So as much as people are focused on Chat GPT and AI, better start focusing on what the spiritual warfare, and definitely study and journal what's going on, so that way you can keep track. And even the knowledge you got, you can pass it on to somebody else, because most people do not understand until it happens to them. So I want to thank everybody for tuning into my channel. Once again, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment. If you would like to share your experience, or you need support, once again, I don't do deliverance. I don't cast out water demons. I will highly recommend that as far as dealing with your spiritual issue, please go to the doctor, get your blood work, and get your psychological work, so that way when you start to bring up the topic, you got proof this is a spiritual problem. This is something I did. You understand what I'm saying? I was very thankful to all the churches I reached out to, the people I went in person to see. And I'm talking about, I reached out, because I'm that kind of person, because I'm not going to just sit up there. And that's another thing that which spiritual attacks will do. It'll have you isolated, try to keep you from people. It will ruin your life and cause imbalances. And I mean extreme imbalances. And I would say, as well as looking into this, definitely look up into signs about demons. The guy name is Mike Sorrell. I might not be pronouncing his name right, but let me tell you something. That man is telling the truth about the symptoms, about those demons. I wanted to share the octopus spirits and the marine demons, because everybody doesn't know that. And in the Bible, it is not telling you in the chapters, hey, this witch sent this octopus spirit to you in order to control you, bind you, or did a ritual, including the octopus or the squid or the jellyfish, in order to send some heavy black magic or voodoo to you. Because we got people in Haiti, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico. We got people in other states that are doing this to people. So people are worried about the voodoo doll out the Botanica and the candles and all that. And it's like, We need to increase our knowledge so that way we could be true warriors of God. You understand what I'm saying? So that way you're not walking around being manipulated, or you're running around and you're looking crazy. So thanks to everybody for tuning in. Like I said, please don't be afraid to speak out, to reach out, and I wanted to share this knowledge. Please protect yourselves and make sure you stay on top of things and protect you and your loved ones. I love all of you guys, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.